there's a millionaire game last time, kan? The millionaire game, and then you get to answer a lot of questions, and then they have a helpline where you'll call your friends for help. So there's 3 people that I want to call for help today, to answer a few questions. Get to answer a lot of questions. And the first person that I'm going to call for help is with regards to the business, because I feel that during this CMCO period and COVID-19, all of us are at home. A lot of us are actually exploring having additional income. And do you guys know that our business has grown by 100K over this about 60 to 70 days? More than 100K people have joined our business during this period of time. So I think that is so amazing. But the question is, what's so beautiful and what's so exciting about this business? So I'm actually going to invite this particular person here. He's a chartered accountant and assurance director in an audit firm, right? And I'm going to call him. I'm actually going to call him to share with you guys the beauty of this business and why perhaps you should consider it as your plan B or a business that you earn additional income for yourself. At least you have a spare tire. Your car has spare tire. Your life should have spare tire too. So I'm actually going to call him now. All right. Let me see whether he answers the call. I need to call him for help. Oh, I think he's calling. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Silong.
Yeah, how are you?
I want to ask you for help. Can you share with us the beauty of the business?
No problem.
Yeah? Okay, so I'll pass the time to you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi, DVI. How are you? I believe that, right, you're so excited to wait until today of our Freedom Friday online, right? So, first of all, if let's say you can hear my voice so clearly, then can you put 111 into your chat box? Thank you very much. Okay, now let me share my screen first. Okay, now I would like to share with you this topic called a sustainable business model. Because nowadays, right, as you can experience, right, in this COVID-19 pandemic, that a lot of people lost a job or even they cut the pay. But through this tough time, how are you going to generate extra income or additional income to support your daily expenses or not? Let me share with you this business model. Before I share with you this business model, I would like to borrow a hand to thank to a few people. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank DVI mentor founders EDC Kak Saleha and the late Dr. Aziz. Let's give them 111. Without them, without us. And the other thing, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my comrade Hock Seng and my mentor Diamond Kobun. Because of them coaching me and guiding me so that I have a brighter future in this Amway business. Okay, let me show to you. This is a proven sales record for the past 40 years in Amway Malaysia. Starting from 1976, when it is established in Malaysia, until now, you can see the trend is a growing trend, meaning that no matter the economy is now good, the company is still growing because the company is doing this household product business. Everyone will use it no matter good time or bad time. But how are we going to grow with Amway Malaysia and earn extra income through this, especially this tough time? Let me show to you. The first step is that, because I believe that everybody, no matter the good time or bad time, they still brush their teeth or bath or taking the supplementary product or supplement product or cosmetic product, right? So this is called household product. What we need to do is that, right, maybe as a household, or average, right, they may use 1,000 per month. So you just change your buying habit, for use the 40% of this 1,000 and then change the brand to Amway product. So you need to experience it and then use the product. Maybe after you use this 400 ringgit product, you feel that, right, your previously before you use a Nutrilite product, for example, you feel very tired and cannot focus on your job. But after using this Amway Nutrilite product, you feel that you are full of energy, and then, right, you won't feel very tired easily. Then maybe you don't know how to share, but when your friend, your relative, your families look at you, that you see your how to say that your health has changed, improve it, then may they ask you, then you just share your experience. Then no need a lot, 100, you no need to share to 100 people, 200 people. You just share to your 9 customer. This 9 customer may be your neighbor, your colleague, your friend, or your brother, sibling, all these kind of people. So you just teach them how to change the product, then shop Amway. At the end, you can earn the extra income of 1,240 ringgit. Look at it. This is may not be the how to say very high income, but the thing is that, right, if your daily salary, other than that, you got extra this 1,240, isn't it good? So I believe that, right, out of your friend, your relative, maybe some of them may need to earn, or they want to earn extra 1,240 ringgit per month, right? So what you need to do is just teach them how to do the starting from the first step. You change the product to Amway product and then teach them how to use the product. Then 4 person, not much, maybe 4 person, for example, they want to earn extra 1,240. You teach them. At the end, what you can earn from that is that you can earn extra 3,000 ringgit for that particular month. Isn't it good? You see, right? If let's say your salary per month is 4,000 plus this Amway extra income 3,000, now your total income is 7,000. How is your feeling? Is it good, especially during this pandemic time? Amway business is a big business and unlimited income potential. Just now I introduced, it's only 4 person doing the same thing like you, earn extra 1,240 ringgit. What if there is 20 person like you want to earn extra this 1,000 plus extra income? Then what is your potential income for that particular month? You can earn extra 10,000, 12,000 ringgit per month. So at that time, I believe that you can have the choice whether you want to continue with your existing job or business or not, right? Amway business, you can earn sustainable and passive income. Why I say so? For example, let's say for that particular month, you are not in Malaysia, and then maybe your personal sales is 0, but doesn't mean that your group, your customer, because you are not in Malaysia, they stop to brush their teeth, they stop to bath, or they stop to use a cosmetic product or Nutrilite product, right? So they continue to use. Your sales, group sales is 3,600, but in return, you can earn extra 1,980 ringgit. So this one is meaning that even you are not in Malaysia, but your Malaysia income still growing. This is called sustainable income. So I give you some live example, because maybe some of you may thought that, right, you say so much, but any proof or not? So I give you some live example is that this Alpha Hand Draw, starting the Amway business, right, he worked very hard for 2 years. After that, when he achieved diamond, then he migrated to Australia. But during that 10 years to 20 years, 30 years time, right, his income in Malaysia is growing, and then now pass on to the 2nd and 3rd generation. So this is called residual income. What about legacy income? This Miss Sampoyok, during 1993, when she achieved diamond, unfortunately passed away. But from that year onward until now, her income have achieved more than 10 million ringgit. And then because she is a single, and then her parents also passed away quite early, so her income has inherited by her brother and sister until now. This is called legacy income. So at the end, I would like to share with you in summary is that, right? From that, you can see that Amway is your own business, and you don't have the employee, you don't have the boss, you are your own boss. And this is a fair business because everyone will get their reward from the effort they're putting in. And then this is a people helping people business, and it's a big business. The income is unlimited, and it's a sustainable and inheritable business. So just now I shared to you is only 2 income out of that 8 incomes. So Amway income is actually is an unlimited sky for you to gain more. For example, like this new founders emerald, if let's say you help 3 person like you, making the 21% every month, so you can have a net income for the whole year is 353,000. Is equivalent to an executive level in a conventional occupations. What if you help 6 person like you earn 12-month consecutively income of 21%, then you can generate more than 500,000. Isn't it great? So from that, I would like to end my sharing to you is that if you want to know further or in detail, you can ask those people that invite you in this Zoom meeting. Thank you. I pass back to Eve.
Thank you, Platinum Direct Swee Long. That was such a good sharing. And I think he's the right person to share it because with his background in accounting, definitely a number person. So one thing I really like, he said, I really, really like about this business is the combination of the financial support and income that you will get, plus with the values of the business. So I've seen a lot of platforms, but I don't see such fairness and the justice that we put into this business. So definitely, I think something to consider, not just for the short term of earning additional income, but what we want to do is we want to do a hard work today. We want to be able to reap the rewards in later years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, when you're so tired, you can't really work as hard or hustle as hard anymore. That's when you're actually enjoying the rewards. And we have so many, I would say, testimony or impact speakers that will share with you, right, on this. So ask the person who actually invite you to watch this live about what kind of stories. Show me examples of people who has successfully achieved this. Thank you again, Swee Long. Shall we give Swee Long 333 for love? I don't know. Or can give him love. You can give him flowers. If you guys are using phone, can give him the emoticon to show him your appreciation.
Thank you.
All right. So I wonder if you noticed that we are actually wearing blue, like Swee Long is wearing blue, and I'm also wearing blue. Reason is because this month we have a really good, I would say, program that actually features our water filters and our air filters. Now, I think you guys can surely say it's kind of a necessity these days. We keep hearing a lot more. And during this pandemic, there was this particular air filter that keep mentioned was being featured a lot more than other X brands perhaps. And I have just the right person to call for help to explain this. She is I give you a bit of her background. She's actually a ER doctor that is not only very Oh, someone sharing their screen. Okay, that's not only very enthusiastic about saving people's life. So let's say, for example, if you have emergency, she's definitely somebody that is in the ER that will help save your life. But she's also an enthusiast in beauty. So she has both the brains and the beauty. And I'm about to call her. Let's see if she answers the call. Can to share with you about these two things. Hello, you need to unmute. Hi, Dr. Priscilla.
Hello, Eve.
Yeah, Dr.
How are
Priscilla,
you?
I think we have quite a huge audience tonight. Do you mind sharing with them, why is it that people need our atmosphere sky, and how do we share it with other people around us so that they can actually reap the benefits? Do you mind sharing with
Okay,
them? Thank you.
sure. Thank
All
you,
right, pass it to
Eve.
you.
Bye-bye. Okay, silence first. Sorry, Eve, I forgot to unmute. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you, Suilong, for the awesome sharing just now. I'm just going to share my slide. Okay, right. So today I'll be speaking about one of our high-ticket items and one of the best investment I feel so far in my Amway journey is about the atmosphere sky. I will be covering about why we need it and how I've been promoting it. I won't go so much into the product specifications because I feel that you can learn this in our workshops and then in online e-learning as well. Okay, so my Instagram is .pris001 if you want to follow me. I share a lot of shakes and makeup stuff recently. Right, okay, so my background, I'm a medical officer in ER. What is the ER? ER is the emergency room in a private hospital. I've been in private practice for about 6 years, 11 years in healthcare D. Okay, so before I start, I want to give my big thanks. This is my introducer. You've never met her before. Her name is Hui Ling. She's actually Hui Yin's colleague. She is my old classmate, which actually introduced me to Hui Yin, connected me to Hui Yin, and who introduced me to this whole business and to every one of you. Yeah, and then I got connected to our founders, EDC, Kak Saleha and Dr. Aziz. I'm so grateful for them, and DVI, and also my own founders, EDC, Law for Me, and Tan Ching. Thank you so much to all these people in my life who introduced this business to me. So let's get started. Why do we need this business, right? First, if you want to know why we need it, we need to know what is the problem that we're trying to solve first, right? We need to know what's the problem in the air that we breathe. What's the issue here, right? If you look at here, the statistics from WHO itself, you can see that every year around 7 million deaths are due to exposure from both outdoor and household air pollution, right? Air pollution actually is a very big issue. It's an environmental health issue causing many problems like stroke, heart, lung cancer, and a lot of other diseases on top of all the common allergies. So if you look into this slide here in 2016, the top 10 global causes of death, out of 10, actually 4 of them is actually lung related. So if you look at number 3, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, pulmonary means lungs, and then the 4th one is respiratory infection, that is respiratory means lungs. Then lower down, you can see trachea, bronchus, lung cancers, and then the last one, tuberculosis, which is a lung infection as well. So 4 out of the 10 global causes of death is actually related to our respiratory system. Okay, so did you know that actually indoor air is actually much more polluted than outdoor? It's actually about 2 to 5 times more polluted, right? According to WHO, it's actually responsible for 2.7% of the global burden of the disease, like I mentioned just now. And there's 1 death every 20 seconds, in fact. So if you look into your sources of indoor air pollution, these are the potential causes and the causes of the pollution. For example, chemicals from your building materials, you have your pet dander, your hair, your mold, your bacteria, your VOCs, your outdoor air pollutants, they come in and then it stays in because we close our windows, and then there's lack of air circulation. And even the cleaning chemicals that we use for our household item, if it's not from Amway, a lot of them are actually very hazardous, right? Look at all these. These are all the things that are lurking in your homes, right? And a lot of people actually suffer from allergies like rhinitis, nasal allergies, but then they don't look into what is causing it. They just keep coming to the ENT, coming to the ER, taking antihistamines, all the symptomatic relief, the medications to relieve the symptoms, but they don't look so much into the cause of it. Right? So when you look at the cause of it, is it your air condition, the filter, your pet dander, and your bedding and your curtains and all these kind of things that are actually causing the allergies, right? So you have to do a bit of like Dr. House. I don't know if you guys in your generation you watch Dr. House or not, but Dr. House always emphasizes on a lot of investigation. He goes into the people's house, he digs up the wallpaper, and then he finds mold and everything that causes all this. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Right. So here, if you can see here, the ministry also warns on the dangers of cooking without ventilation. When you're cooking, there's so many things that actually fly up into the air. This is one of the reasons, if can, put an atmosphere sky in your kitchen. Right. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this before, sick building syndrome. Bangunan also boleh jatuh sakit tau, right? Okay, so look at this. The term sick building syndrome, actually, okay, let me just ask you guys, have you ever been to a building, when you just walk in, then you just, after like a few minutes, you feel very sickly, and most of the times it's like those new buildings, like newly painted, newly renovated buildings, right? So these are some of the causes because of inadequate ventilation and the chemical contamination from the indoor sources, from the ceiling, from the storage, from the new paints, even chemicals from outdoor and indoor sources, and the biological contaminants as well. Actually, mainly it's because of the lack of ventilation, right? Even the flooring, right? So what kind of symptoms that you might experience from getting this syndrome, this sick building syndrome? It's like eye or throat irritation, get headaches, dizziness, you feel fatigue, difficulty in concentrating, dry, itchy skin, difficulty in breathing, you feel nauseated, right? Sounds familiar to you? Yeah. So some news on air pollution and why we need air pollution. As you know, annually we have this occurrence of our, very loyal haze that always comes and visits us every year. So do you want to really wait until the haze comes before scrambling around searching for a solution? No, right? And for those of us who are in Penang and Selangor, if you remember last September, our cities were one of the worst, our states were one of the worst hit actually. Yeah. And there's this article that actually came out that actually air pollution actually causes a drop in intelligence. I'm not going to go through all these articles. If you guys want to read it, you can just screenshot it because I'm just going to, for time constraints, I'm just going to go through really fast. Yeah. Yeah, over here as well, there's a big highlight on mold that is lurking in your home. In fact, when I mentioned about the Dr. House, there's one whole episode about mold lurking in this white guy's wallpaper, causing very, very, very bad lung infection. He ended up in the ICU and all that. And this is quite recent. This is March of 2019, the Pasir Gudang methane poisoning, right? So it doesn't have to be something major, like something leaking or, like that, but a lot of things that are around us on the everyday that we inhale in small micro amounts actually causes an accumulative and toxic effect over time. Yeah. So air, you really, really need to look into your importance of your air health, your air quality. See, air pollution causes cancer, confirms WHO. Yeah. And even this one, I found this one very interesting. Air pollution has been found recently to link to diabetes as well, linked to our insulin resistance and diabetes. So you can screenshot this and you can look further into this if you're interested. So what is the solution? I've been highlighting all these problems. So what is the potential solution, right? Maybe this or this. If you guys manage to get hold of this N95 mask, you will notice that even after like few minutes of wearing it, you feel like, oh my God, so semput, right? I cannot breathe. Imagine if you have to wear this the whole day, every day. Yeah, so not very practical, right? But once I came across this TED Talk, this YouTube, this scientist, Kamal Mittal, he actually teaches people how to grow fresh air. Because if you're trapped in a bottle and you have all these plants, you can actually go on living for quite some time because these plants produce fresh air. But let's see, the living room plant. You need 4 shoulder height of these plants for each person in the house, and you have to wipe the leaves daily, take them outdoor every 3 to 4 months. And the bedroom plant, you need 6 to 8 of these, which are waist high per person staying at home. And the specialist plant, this is very good. Actually, this is a money plant. It removes formaldehyde, and you need 6 full-size plants of these for every person. So if you and Kache is staying at your home, you will need like, okay, the living room plant, you will need like 8 of that. The mother-in-law's tongue, you need 16 of that. And the money plant, you will need 12 of that. You know, not very practical as well, right? Okay. So perhaps something more practical to suggest, right? So of course, atmosphere sky, okay? So I'm just gonna play a quick two-minute video on this, okay? Just to highlight on the product specification. But if you want to find out more, you can always ask your upline. Yeah. Let's see. Can you see this? You cannot see, yeah? Hold on, yeah. Can I share full screen? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there's no sound. Okay. Hold on, yeah. Okay, so I didn't realize the video has no sound here. Never mind, the video you can just find on YouTube, right? And it's just a short 3-minute video which you can share it with your clients actually, just as an introduction to Atmosphere Sky, okay? But I think we're going to get to something more interesting because a lot of people want to know how do you promote the Atmosphere Sky, right? So these are some tips which I hope you guys will find useful. For me, there's no magic, just basic, because as with any products that you would like to share with your friends, I believe that self-use, number one, self-use is the most important. Yeah. And if you have a goal that month, you know, you need to sit down, revise your goal, look at your goal, set a goal for yourself every day to visualize using the law of attraction, like how many friends and families that you want to help by introducing this awesome product. Yeah, make a name list, make an effort to update the name list daily, and also, of course, follow up. Not many people make buying decisions on the first approach. In fact, I think nearly up to 80 or 90%, people will not say yes on the first approach. So the magic is in the follow up. Yeah. And if you don't know enough about the product specs, because I'm not covering about the product specs today, you can attend lots of workshops or trainings, and even on YouTube, there's actually a lot of information that you can find out. There's a whole playlist actually already set up by Amway that deals, like, just a short 2-minute clips that deals with all the information that you need to know about the Atmosphere Sky. Or you can learn from the person or your active upline, the person who invited you here, right? And in regards to how to promote it, well, for me, I really use a lot of my social media, and I like to share my personal experience with the product itself. But for me, like this point number 5, right, on social media, I feel that you should be constant in your posting in your social media. Not every day you must share something which is like a product related, but share lifestyle related. So it's not as if suddenly you're so quiet on social media, and then when there's a trade-in promo or something, you just feel like selling something, then you start bombarding your friends' feed with all your salesy kind of posts. So I think that people will kind of like set up a shield or barrier when you do that. So do try to be more consistent in your social media. Just share something, or share an inspirational post, or share something like lifestyle related, like the shakes that you're drinking or exercise that you're doing. And then once in a while, you can share about some high ticket items like this that you find useful, right? Especially during the hay season or during this pandemic issue where people are looking for cleaner air, better quality air. Yeah. And number 6, know some comparisons with brand X, okay? Because people will be asking about brand X comparisons. Yeah. Number 7, be excited, especially with this trade-in promo right now. Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask for referral. A lot of times when I approach people, I will actually ask like, oh, hey, there's this promotion going on right now. Do you know anybody who's looking? So instead of asking them like, hey, you want to buy from me or not? You ask them like, oh, do you know anyone who's looking? It will be very helpful because I feel that this product, then you share. And usually the person will not mind to look at the information that you're sharing. Sometimes if they themselves are interested, but they don't want to commit to tell you that they're interested yet, they will ask, oh, let me know, share me some slides, and then maybe I'll forward to my friend. Then you can say, if your friend is interested, you can connect to me, but here are some slides or here are some information. So actually they themselves are actually asking. Then you do the necessary follow-up, okay? And, don't just be a salesman, be a solution provider, yeah? Have tools ready. For example, you already have all your brand X comparison pictures, you already have all your cost calculators out, and you need to know what kind of banks that accepted on online transactions and all these things you need to know. You need to do your homework beforehand. So ask your active upline on what are the things or the tools that you should prepare when you have a potential buying client, right? So when I deliver my products to my customers, I also post again on social media, and then, the excitement gets, sometimes people got a fear of missing out, FOMO, right? Millennials, that, right? So, they see one friend buy, then, another also want to inquire about it, So ask your friends permission. You can share them posing with the picture, on social media, and then share, share the excitement. The key, like I said, is to be excited, right? Yeah, look here. And this is things that I share on my Insta story. And this is a couple, my dynamic couple, Terrence and Tanya, doing their atmosphere sales as well. And recently, I have a new silver producer. His name is Eddie. I didn't manage to put his pictures here. But last month, he sold like 6 or 7 skies and 2 East Spring, He actually got signed up into business because he got connected to Tanya and he was interested to buy the sky for himself, right? So being a business owner, and he's a very, very smart guy, so he wants to do all his product comparisons. So he read up a lot, and then he got thoroughly convinced. So I think the key thing is when you believe and you're very convinced with the product, then it's very easy for you to share. So he loved his own unit of sky so much, then he started sharing. He goes walking his dog, then he'll talk to his neighbor. He drives a car around the neighborhood, then he see any friend, he'll pass catalog, So he's very, very excited and share with all his family and friends. And just like that, he got all his sales coming in, right? So like I said, the key thing here is to be excited, okay? And this is just some of my clients that already got the new unit. Some who are actually previous Amway members, they're using from the first atmosphere. I think it's called ATS at time, right? 20 years ago, right? And it's so excited to get an upgrade to the new unit. Yeah. So you can get all these kind of details like this, the 107-page report from your upline, where you can look into the thorough details and specifications, but don't go bombard your clients with all this. It's good to know. And you can see on page 25 here that it shows that it is proven to filter out some of the viruses that have been really, bothering us lately. The influenza in the December and January outbreaks, and then the coronavirus as well. Okay. And these are just some slides that I think will be useful to have if you want to educate your customers about brand X comparisons like these. Yeah, you can screenshot all these, or you can ask from your active upline, how do you compare between brand X's? Yeah, your customer is going to go out to compare anyway, so you might as well have done the homework for them already, right? And these are just some of the feature articles that was on New Straits Times in 2018 August on our atmosphere. And it's very useful if you can direct your customers to make their comparisons on this website, www.allergyuk.org. Yeah, we compare against all the air purifiers and what kind of allergens they do and do not filter out. So you can see a lot of them only filter out 2 or 3 things, but you can see on the bottom right, even our old Amway atmosphere, it can filter out way more allergens than all the other brands combined. So basically, you're actually paying for what you get. The technology you can find a 1,000-2,000 ringgit filter out there for no problem. But of course, the ability and the technology is totally different. So you need to educate your customers about all these options out there. Okay, and this is just one of the tools that I find is very useful, and it helped Eddie, my silver producer, as well, when he carried it around and he did this kind of testing for his customers. And during the hazy season in September, I didn't actually have this tool. So I actually borrowed from like the pictures posted by like Terry or CK and Joanne, who actually did the testing when PJ and Subang. So I asked the permission to borrow those pictures, the before and after, and then share it on social media, right? If you don't have the tools, you can leverage on others who already have the tools, okay? So one of the concerns, of course, your customer will ask how much. So this is when you can introduce them to this month's latest promotion, and then you can actually help them with their trade-in and all that, yeah, and help them to save money, get excited, oh, you can save this much, this much, this much. I usually like to compare with the retail price and then to the discounted price, including the cash in. So this is this much that you can save, right? Especially in these times, I think times are tough. Everybody want to save money. And this one, you can actually screenshot this. People also want to ask about the maintenance cost as well. Yeah, so you want to educate them about the kind of filters and how long it lasts depending on the speed. So basically, if you're using it at speed 2 during a sleeping time, 8 to 10 hours a day, basically the cost for maintenance is about 62 cents a day, right? Including the whole unit itself, it comes to about 2 ringgit a day. So is that so much to pay for good quality air for your loved one, as compared to all the potential chronic disease that can happen with poor air quality in your homes? Yeah, right? It's two something is only like equivalent to a roti canai, or I don't think you can even get this for 2 ringgit nowadays. Yeah, right. So that's all my sharing for today. Keep calm and let's borrow Atmosphere Sky this month. I think it's a very, very, very good promotion that we can all leverage on. And everybody, please stay safe. Okay. Stop sharing.
Thank you, Dr. Priscilla. I think that was such a good sharing. So make sure that you have your own sky. I actually call my sky, because I don't have pets or children, so I actually call my sky baby. That's how I love my sky, because it really helps with my sinus, especially when I'm sleeping. So like Dr. Priscilla said, she gave really, really good tips. Experience yourself so that you can be consistent in your sharing of the products to other people. And last but not least, don't be a salesman, be a solutions provider. So I think those are really, really good tips. Thank you again. Thank you for saving my life and to share about how good our Atmosphere Sky is and how we can share with other people. Let's give Dr. Priscilla a love also, to show her that you actually absorb what she said, right? Okay, before I go into the next session, where I invite another powerful lady, I just want to share a bit on some of the activities or events that we have upcoming. So a lot of you know that we have our Easy Fit, which is basically our fitness community. So we have virtual exercise schedule, because we want to keep everybody safe in your homes, but still be fit, right? So we actually, gym also not so power as us, we actually have 7 days worth of exercises, and Saturday and Sunday we have mornings and evenings. So please look at some of these. You can screenshot this and then ask the person who invited you to this video, how can I take part in this and how can I get my 6 packs? Okay, all right, so this is Easy Fit virtual exercises. Secondly, we have our 2S challenge going on in June 2020. So basically, this is sponsoring 2 or more front lines and doing a 250 PV. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe it's a question you can actually ask the person who invited you. So here, I want to attach a quote, because currently times are challenging. I would say times are always challenging, but how can we change all these challenges turn these challenges into changes, and your stress and your pressure into success? So this is something that we should challenge ourselves and progress and break through in the month of June, okay? And the recognition will be in July. Right. So some of the events that we have upcoming is this Sunday. We have a sharing by Diamond Abdul Jalil. And I've heard him share his story before. He's a very animated yet resourceful individual, someone I really, really look up to. He has his own business. So I think we should really think about why is such a successful person in business is also doing another business at the same time. And I don't want to share too much, but his story is really, really good. He pays a lot of things cash. Just some hint. Okay, all right. Now, in terms of health, we will have Founders Double Diamond, Mr. Lee, who's very, 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 I would say, he's a learned, he's very up to date on, and you look at him, you will not know how old he is or how young he is, right? So he will share with us how to live up to 100 years old through nutrition or our lifestyle. That's very, very important. So mark your dates, mark your calendar. 14th of June 2020, I think it's a Sunday, and it's 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. All right. Next week we will have recognition night. So leaders take note, and of course, builders, make sure that you take up the challenge of that 2S challenge that I just said earlier. And we will also have a sharing all the way from Taiwan by Diamond Adeline Wong. Right, so I've heard her story through the Mandarin meeting, and it was quite powerful. So I think we will have her share again. All right, so that is all for events and announcement. And I want to get, I would say, our last speaker to share on actually our last topic, which is after you sponsor, so after you go through the 2S challenge, you have like, I mentioned just now, we enrolled 100 people into our business, right? 100,000 people into our business. How do we get them started? I think this is a question that we need to actually learn from none other than our leader. She used to be a GM in a multinational IT company. So due to the lack of time, I will not call her. I will just ask, Shima, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay.
I just knocked on your door, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for responding to my plea. Do you mind sharing with us how can we, what's the next step after we sponsor someone into the business and we're so excited? What should we do next? Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Pass on to you.
Okay. Thank you, Eve. Yeah, I think she wanted to call me, but when I saw that she's been calling Sri Lung and Dr. Pri, so I decided we're just in the neighborhood and we just dropped by at Eve's house. So I'm with Eve now, so you don't need to call me. I'm ready to share basically some of my experience about what is the next step normally after people do sponsoring. Okay, my name is Shima, for those of you who do not know me. And I've been sponsored into this beautiful Amway business by my ex-boss, Shahazah, and his wife, Rashida. And our upline executive diamond is Roshni Aziz and Abel Iskandar. And our upline founders double diamond is Ricky Ng. And we are so blessed and grateful that we are also associating ourselves and together plugging our entire team, getting the support from the beautiful couple, the late Dr. Aziz, and of course now with Puan Saleha, and of course with all the DVI leaders. I think give it a shout out to all the leaders, to all the mentors and all your uplines here in DVI. Give a thumbs up or a 111 or a flower, whatever that you want to give. Give fire, burning fire, because we're all burning these days, yeah? Okay. As Eve said, my topic tonight is actually about next steps after sponsoring. Let me quickly share my slides here. While I'm getting my slides up, let me just continue chatting. Well, as of, I think Eve just now mentioned about having a lot of people sponsored into the business as this part of the time in 2020. Everyone was looking forward in 2020, the last I think 20 years, yeah. And Everyone say wawasan 2020, wawasan 2020. And then suddenly wawasan 2020 comes up, and there we go. There we are here in the COVID-19 situation. So who would expect that this is happening? Anyway, in our business, in the Amway business, the sponsoring rate is really good in Amway, generally entirely Amway. The sponsoring people joining in the business is really high. So that is actually the statistics or the numbers, the actual numbers that we receive from Amway for the last 3 months, or rather 2.5 months, 3 months, past 66 days. 105,317 people actually joined in the business. Man, I think this is the record breaking in Amway Malaysia for the last 40, almost 50 years. Yeah. And this has never happened before, but this is the actual fact. And my husband Syed actually calculated that 105,000 to a minute, or rather to a second. Yeah. Every second, actually, 54 people joining the Amway business. Oh, sorry. Terbalik. Every 54 seconds, one new person joined in the Amway business. So, is this 105,000 in your organization, or is this in someone else's organization? That's the thing that we want to know. You know, you also want to know, where does this 105,000 come from? So they are all over Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, I believe, as well as Sabah, Sarawak. 105,000 joining the business. Amazing, isn't it? So that shows who says Amway is saturated, who says Amway is not working, who says Amway is yucky, who says Amway is very old. It's not. It's still growing, yeah, and now we are going on to Amway 2.0. Okay, I will not dwell into that. Okay, basically, and talking about sponsorship, sponsoring, just to quote an example, actually our downline, New Platinum Farazul, actually sponsored, I just double check with him again, you know, he actually sponsored in the last 2 months, in April and May, almost 300 new people join into his business. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just, you know, because people have that, the dream, the drive, you know, a lot of things happening during this pandemic, but we don't care. Life has to go on, things have to move on, you know, so we continue helping people. So the amount of people that actually join into his organization is almost 300. And in total, in our organization, it's about 500 plus new signups from April and May alone. So we're just looking forward. It's such an exciting future coming up. So it's really fun building the business now. You know, we are all offline, but we are all online together. Okay. So yeah, let me move on to the next slide. Okay. What I'm going to cover tonight is basically what I actually do it together with my team. How I share with my team how they should run the business. But basically, this is more or less the same with many other people, many other organizations. Okay. Basically, when a new ABO join in, ABO is an Amway business owner. It doesn't matter whether they join in as want to be a user or what. So as a new ABO join into the business, two things will happen. One is they want to just use the product. They just want to have that discount. You know, especially now that we have 30 ringgit, I really hope that Amway will extend until end of the year at least 30 ringgit joining fee. There are those who agree with me, put a thumbs up. We have to request from Amway that we continue to get 30 ringgit new sign up registration fee. So when we get 30 ringgit, anybody will just join the business, correct? Even I was just told that you want to be a Tesco member, you have to join 50 ringgit to be a Tesco member. To be I think an Aeon or Jasco member, you have to pay 24 ringgit. So 30 ringgit to be a member in Amway, you know, as an ABO, to have access to 450 products, they have access to an international business, they have access to a potential income, lots and lots of money there. With 30 ringgit, I tell you, any 18-year-old will just join. Any 70-year-old will just join. So that is why the sponsoring rate is just so high, because of that 30 ringgit. So before month end, before end of June, and we really hope, you know, we pray all that Amway will extend. But whatever it is, if it's until end of June, go all out and sponsor people, because now we are actually not using a fishing net, we're not using a fishing rod, we're using the big jala, the big fish net, or fish, no, not fish net. If you learn geography or last time in primary school, you learn about the pukat tunda. You bring a big boat to catch the fish. So now we be the big boat, we catch all the fish. Yeah, we catch everything. It doesn't matter, small fish, big fish, udang, kerang, whatever we catch. Then all these fishes, doesn't matter busuk or wangi or old fish, new fish, we just put everybody into the net. Then only after that they decide what they want to do. So basically, after you have sponsored them, they want to use the product. They can be just a user, because they want to enjoy the dish drop. They want to buy. They want to be healthy. They want to buy the BioC. They want to be, they want to have a clean house. They want to have a treated house. They want to buy the atmosphere. They want to be just a user. Fine. Okay. So they are their own use. The second category is they become a builder. If you see the next box, is actually they become a builder. What happened when they own use? They just buy and probably they just share with their family. I have a few like that in my organization. They are 3% consistently every month, because they just buy their own use and they share with a few of their friends and family or nieces and nephews, and they become 250 PV. It's okay. Be grateful for that. We have people like that. So just want to be an ABO and they want to just use the product. So they just buy and they just share. Continue doing that. The next category of people after sponsoring is they see the business seriously. They want to be a builder. So that's why I say a builder. Once they become a builder, what they will do, they will actually also buy, they will actually share. But in the next step to become a builder, what we actually tell them is basically, once they start using, they start to learn how to actually use the product. They also learn how to demo the product. We give them more product knowledge. Okay? We give them more product knowledge, and when they continue buying and they continue sharing with others. So as a builder, the next step is basically, okay, this is what we normally recommend. But whether they want to join as a user or even as a builder, first we would recommend, because a lot of people, they wouldn't know what to buy. 450 products, how to start, what to buy first, So basically, we are very health conscious, especially now. We want to have a highest immunity. We want to be healthy. So we would recommend them what are the first neutralite set that they would buy. Okay, so we encourage them to get double X, protein or salmon omega. This is basically foundational trio to get you to optimal health. For normal people, want to be optimal health, just like just now Dr. Priest said, we want to prevent ourselves to be healthy all the time. So this is the first set, neutralite set. Okay, we just recommend. It's up to them. If they don't want to buy this, it's okay. They can buy BioC, CalMac or whatever. But we suggest to them, this is the first set that they can buy. Okay. Probably in my organization, what I would also suggest, is MA products. If it's so cheap, actually it's cheap. It's high quality. A lot of great quality stuff in MA products. So what I call our team, we have a starter pack. In fact, for those of you who are long enough in the business, I'm quite long in the business, we used to have Amway personal care pack, Amway home care starter pack, we have artistry pack in the early days. So easy. So they join, they sign up, and they have this starter pack. So now what I do is with my team, I create a starter pack just to give them also that that convenience, so that we tell them, okay, you can start with this personal care, you can start with this home care, it's up to you. And I put everything together. They only spend about 500 ringgit. That is the Amway price. Spend about 500 ringgit. They get all these products. Alamak, so a lot. There's a lot. And it lasts them for 4 to 6 months to 8 months. So long. So they only spend 500 ringgit. And per month, I think it's less than about less than 100 ringgit for this whole thing. Yeah, this whole set. So I would suggest that, especially to a family, to a couple family, young family, they can use all this for their family. LOC, SA8, double X, roll-on deodorant, blister, toothpaste, dish. These are basic products that I would recommend to them to get started. If they don't want, fine, they can just pick and choose. I have people who actually said, "Oh, Shima, I think I don't want the double X. Can I have the CalMac first? Can I start with the dish drop first? Can I try the blister toothpaste and then the roll-on?" Okay, fine. At least, rather than nothing, they start on something. All we want to do is in the next 1 year, they join the business, 30 ringgit. We want to lock them in. Sorry lah. I mean, not to trap but they're already they're already an ABO, they're already a distributor, they're already a member. Might as well use the products. So we want to lock them in, get them enjoy the products, get them to be a loyal, a brand lover. Once they are a brand lover, I tell you, they will continue to be the business. Okay, they will continue to be a member. Right. Then we also have this is what I call the millennial pack. All these Gen Y, this millennial, they won't buy the home care lah, because they stay in a rented single room. They just rent a room. All they need is just their own personal pack, personal care. So then this I call the millennial pack, because they need the roll on. Yo, ketiak busuk. They have to use something, So we recommend a roll on. They need to mandi. We recommend the bar soap. They can cut into 6. They can save money some more. Then they have the toothpaste. The Gen Y, they use this toothpaste. I think 10 months so tak habis, cannot finish. So these are the few things we recommend to them, and that is only 79 ringgit 30 cents for an ABO price. And the product can tahan about 4 months or even more. So millennial, start using this. Okay. So basically we start them on products. Okay. Then when they want to become a builder, they would decide to do the business. These are few steps that I would also go through with them. Okay. You have start using the products. Do you have anybody that you can refer to? I have people whom they actually refer to their friends. Someone wants to buy Alano, someone wants to buy dish drop, someone wants to buy LOC, or they take Salmon Omega, they feel better, they recommend to another friend. So referrals. And to make it easier, we just recommend, okay, maybe you want to refer to 10 or 20 of your friends. Make it sound simple to them, but actually we're actually following them up into becoming a builder in the next stage. Yeah. So because I have people talking about referrals, for the last 2 months, April and May, remember we have the Noxa promotion. I tell you, and it's also fasting month, it's also Hari Raya. I'm not a Noxa person. I'm not cooking. I don't cook. I don't like to cook. I don't do Noxa demo. I don't do anything. Yeah. But the referrals and the people that want this Noxa pressure cooker in my entire business, I tell you, I've been talking to Amway like every few days, talk to Amway, request for the quota, for the EPP and all that. Aside talk to Amway, yeah. And for the last April and May, we have more than 100 units of Noxa pressure cooker move into our organization. I tell you, I said, I don't like, but they want, okay lah, buy lah. Then someone just send me WhatsApp, you got Noxa pressure cooker, okay, fine, buy. So April and May alone, 100 plus all over Malaysia of Noxa pressure cooker. I said, enough of this Noxa pressure cooker. I said, I don't want. I said, but they want. Okay, never mind. So this month we are going into that. They want the iron lah pula. They want the spring, the Skype, whatever. So again, it's on referrals. Okay. Next. Then what we do, we promote them the house meeting. If they want to be a builder, we promote them. Okay, can bring a few friends. Then we can do a Zoom house meeting. Everything now is online. Okay, so no more meeting outside. So we have a Zoom house meeting, or even we have a video WhatsApp call house meeting. Now video WhatsApp, you can bring up to 8 people. It's okay, small group, do a house meeting. There is an online house meeting. Then we do a product training. We do demo session with them. And we also promote them to the weekly meeting. We promote them to the Friday meeting. We promote them to the DVI PM on Wednesday. We have Chinese, we promote them to the Mandarin meeting. So promote them to the next meeting so that they're exposed to the meetings online. The meeting come to them. We don't even ask them to go to 32 Square to go to the meeting. The meeting is in their home. Okay. Then what we do next, we also recommend to read some books, simple books. Okay. Because books really will help them to move to the next step. Books will actually help them to have that. Because some people come into the business, they, no, I don't want to do business. Then I slowly recommend some books, then they will want to read. We also have a book reading club in our group. Among the Gen Ys, they do a book reading club just to have fun. Because all these Gen Ys, they want to have fun. They don't want to have fun, they have to have association together. So we recommend them, okay, you read some books together, you review the books, and we will all watch you live. They're all happy because they want to expose themselves. So we recommend to read some books. Then we also share some audio links with them, success story. Let them have that belief, because we can't bring them to the seminar, we bring the seminar to them. Let them listen to some of the audio links of some success story. Success story of the young ones. I will give success story of the Diamond Oriento. I will give a success story of founders Emerald Josie. I will give success story of Mike Kwan, of Annie Yan, all these young people. If they're in the medical, I give success story of Diamond Dr. Hilna, Diamond Dr. Initials. Give success stories for all these new people. We train them, or we educate them by reading books and listen to audio links, because we want to build them as to become leaders. Okay, next. Then reverse balik sekejap. Once they get too comfortable doing all this, they have some referrals, they start using the products, we teach them how to do a bit of a demo, they read some books. Then only we move them to the next part of the business to become a builder. We introduce them this success cycle. I think in DVI we also have been introducing, we've been talking about this, everyone start the business with a dream, you must have some reason to build a business, explain to them about the dream, what is the dream all about, yeah? Then next, what we do, we have that name list. Remember earlier, we just have 10 to 20. Now you want to build the business, right? You want to have a big network, right? So we must have bigger, more name lists. So we run through with them what you need as for the name list. Then we help them to invite and make an appointment online, meet up online, video, WhatsApp, Zoom, whatever means, all online. Yeah. But now you can actually meet up 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. It's available. It's okay. Yeah. But for the last 3 months, for the last 2.5 or almost, we've been doing all these online things. Yeah. And we have also some catch-up session with the team. A lot of things. We just have to be creative. Next, then we make the appointment and we show them the plan. When we show them the plan, that few things will happen again. Show them the plan online. We can even show them the plan online from here to, we have teams now starting in Limbang, Sarawak. Who knows? I cannot imagine ourselves have teams there in Limbang, Sarawak. You know where Limbang is? Limbang is between Miri and Brunei. They are halfway. They can go to Brunei, half an hour, they reach Brunei, half an hour, they can reach Miri. So they are there, Limbang. Small town. So they are all excited. They're all very excited people. We have problems, of course, in terms of delivery there, but it's okay. We find solutions for them. So we show plan as far as that can reach out people. With online, we can get to reach to a lot of people. So there's no excuse about you do the business from home. Now is the best part. Somehow in my team, we have people who have never been to meetings now become so active, so excited about the business because they can stay home in front of their parents. They can do the business. They can go from 3% to 12% just within the last 1 or 2 months because they're excited. They can do business from their own bedroom, work. They are productive. Then what we do, that's follow up. Follow up is the process again, like this. So this is the follow up process, a simple, basic follow up process. We just do that, and the cycle goes on. We start the whole process again. So basically, once someone sign up, once someone join the business, just do basic follow up with them. But follow up is a process. It's not just one off. Follow up can be over 3 months. Follow up can be over 6 months. It doesn't matter. But you keep on doing things. And actually, there's one more slide I missed out. As you are doing this success cycle with the new ABO, with the new person, then this is where you actually also start to set goals. Set goals. For instance, we have that challenge, sponsor through a month, do 300%, 3%, 250 personal PV, sponsor 2%, and then we will move them, set a goal to go to 9%. That is where the core plus is, basic of the core plus, the bronze foundation, help them to build to go to 9%. That is where we set the next goal. Not for someone, a new ABO who just come in here, sorry about you pening kepala, someone who just come in, someone who just come in, you straight away set goal to go 9%. No, it's not that. Start basic, start simple. Someone you sponsor, start simple. The most important part, when someone start the business, when someone join, in the first 30 days in the business, they have to start using the products and use that discount. We have a lot of coupons, the 30 ringgit, the 50 ringgit sign up free, the E catalog, all those discounts. We use that. So use that and they get discount, they enjoy, and we help them to make some money. We have some customers, refer them. Once an ABO start to make a little bit of money and we help them to sponsor 1 or 2% below them, they will stay there forever. They will be there. They will stay for the next 1 year at least. And the next year we renew them and all that, and things happen. So it's actually a process. It's actually a cycle by itself. But as an ABU, as an upline team, as someone who's hired, someone who brings new people in, we have to consciously do this. Okay, have the name list, have the people who are in your teams, who are customers, have in your team who are just users, who are in your team who are actually going to be builders. You know, you don't need that many builders. Okay, but you have a lot, fine. But we're not looking for that many builders, because these builders will look for more builders. When you go diamond, you just need 6. Okay, when you go executive diamond, you just need 9. Then from there, they know people whom we do not know. So that is where the referral list all happen. Okay, so basically, actually, okay, my time is almost up. Basically, that is the process. That is how we actually do start steps after sponsoring someone. So just go through the process, and you will actually made it to the next level. You want to go silver producer, platinum, emeralds, and above, and diamond, and that will happen. So with that, I wish you all the best. Have a countdown. We have a countdown with our team. We have a countdown of new people signing up. We have a countdown of 1,000 new sign up. We are almost there. We're almost there. So have a countdown. Work with your team. You know, have that countdown. Because we need to work towards a goal. If you don't work towards a goal, then nothing will happen. Yeah. So all the best to all of you. You know, let's catch the fish. Let's go pukat tunda. You know, bring the big net, and then the thing is, we want to help a lot of people. We want to help a lot of people. Yeah, there's so many people who are out there who've been retrenched, jobless. No job, nothing. We want to help them. Okay, so the objective has to be right. Then only we follow up with the whole process. With that, thank you. I pass you back to the MC.
I can hear the excitement in the background. I think it's coming from Emerald Shima. I'm listening to it. I'm also very, very excited already. Thank you, Emerald Shima. Give her a lot of love. She gave her all, actually, enthusiasm, the process. Basically, it's starting simple, but be very consistent in your follow-up process, and just trust the process, and we will grow together and in bigger terms. Thank you so much. I learned a lot, and the background excitement was very contagious as well. So I think we're nearing the end of the night, but of course the night will not be complete unless we hear from our founders EDC, Kak Zaleha. Kak Zaleha, you ready? Oh, it's a bit laggy, is it? Okay, Kak Zaleha, you ready?
Hi. Wow, what an exciting meeting tonight. It's really, really wonderful. All the presenters are so professional in their presentation. And, at the same time, we have one dynamic young lady as MC is promoting all these things to make sure that the speakers are in top performance. Thank you so much. And thank you to Silo for telling us you have to have this big business in your hand. What are you going to do? Why it is big and sustainable? That is very good. Very short and brief, but very to the point.
Kak Zaleha, sorry to interrupt you. I think you have two devices on. You might have 2 devices. Do the sound, but it sounds like. Okay, sorry.
So I was saying that the whole session is really, really very dynamic and exciting. Thank you, Silo, for telling us why Amway is a big and sustainable business. And then we have next a very cool, beautiful, calm professional who tell us why we need excited about the business, she's definitely going to be diamond. Her success cycle is wonderful. It just goes to show that in this business, what you have to do is just keep on doing. You have to be consistent and persistent in all the different steps in order to make it finally to diamond. So the cycle is very good. She went into detail. So I think if you have been listening to her, we will be promoting the same thing. And I'm sure, especially Gen Y, listening to our not so young distributor, ABO, who has got experience, you will learn that whatever you do, it takes persistency, it takes consistency, and you have to have commitment. So I think tonight's meeting is really, really very factful. Everything that you need to know. Make sure you have a bigger net to catch all the fishes and everything in, so that we don't let anything out. Even the clam will open the mouth, yeah, to be sure they can do something about the business. So with this, I think we are going to go ahead in our business, whether it's lockdown or whether it's going back to new back normal, old normal, but I doubt it will be a old normal. It's going to be new normal now. So we go ahead with what we are doing. We have a lot of events waiting to be carried out in the near future. So let's work together, keep together, support one another, and we all will be there at the top. So thank you again, everybody, for all your sharing, and let's help more people to have a better life. So that's all for me tonight. We hope to see you next week again. All exciting presenters. Okay?
Yes. Thank you, Tazaiha. Thank you all the speakers, and you guys can unmute yourself, I think, to just make noise. I think it's going to be a long weekend. Some people might say it's time to rest. I think it's time to inspire more people and help more people. Yes? Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, MC.
Everyone, thank you.
Speaker.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.